What is happening, y'all? How is everybody doing? Oh, man. Been a couple days. When did we do Resident Evil last? March 3rd? Feels like it's been longer than that. I got some Nioh on deck today. May swap and play Peak at some point as well. But for now, at least, we're going to do some Nioh. Got one, maybe two more builds. Oh, it's good pop. Got some French bread pizzas to enjoy. They just popped out of the oven, so those are gonna sit for a little bit. I figured I would take a little little Crimson Desert break. Get back to good old Nioh. So, let's see what we want to do. You're done, you're done, you're done. Versatility and Toxic. I think we already have this on. I think I was actually testing that build. I'm so hungry, though. I can't. That might burn my mouth. How is it? You can watch the preview I did. Can't talk about it beyond that. So what are we getting here? We're getting verse on a deflector and evade. So deflect since I'm samurai. Damage taken while attacking, it's at 6%. Some Rita. Longer stacks and then cheaper key. I mean, it just feels so lackluster. Is the name of this game? Bro, you're on Twitch. Doesn't it show the category as Nioh 3? What are we working with here? Weakness and Carnage. And Sloth. Wrong button. Oh, bad dodge. Or Heavenly Kings. Honestly, just come back later. It's a hard fight. The stats really matter for scaling. I'm in Act 3 and granted my highest stat is 33. If I swap from 33, 15 doesn't change much. Is that only late game? So, in Nioh, it does, but there's two things. The level of your weapon up here and the plus value of your weapon are going to have a much higher impact. So in terms of like how strong stuff will be, these are going to make or break your build. And then this is more like fine tuning. Maybe a remnant. I don't think remnants work like that, Jay. Not anymore, at least. Big punch! Oh man, it's so not. That's now our strongest move for fists. Any day. Wrong ability. She still does pretty good. Seems like it's doing okay. Like it's not crazy. When's the Capcom showcase? I'm super busy right now, so probably not. Like, if I'm not streaming, I'm fucking recording now. No! Ah, oh, wrong button. No, I still got the Inari build. I'm just trying out other builds. I like to have multiple builds. Am I eating French bread pizza? Missing one of the moves. Hold on, let me look at something. Rock. That would be why. Like, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. What's going on here? Not 41. That might be enough. Already got Tranquil Edge. This one. Spoiler-free thoughts on Requiem? I liked it. It's pretty good. LBY in high stance. What did I not pick up?
Nice.
On vacation in Hawaii. Damn. Enjoy it. How's that? All right, we are good. I didn't have time to really get lunch, so that right there was my lunch. You ever get overwhelmed with all the moves? I'm gonna try different weapons and save sets, but I'm overwhelmed. Not really, but I mean, it's so the nice thing about Nioh is, like, yes, there's a lot going on, but the buttons are usually pretty consistent. I should say, like, very consistent across everything. So, like, I guess a good example, I'm on control scheme B. Left bumper and Y in mid stance is always a parry. So, parry. If I go to over here, a lot of weapons have a block and L. That's going to be like a block. LB and Y, parry the enemy. I don't know where the LBY is for this one. Swords. You know, the same block thing over here. LBY, a parry. So, in general, there's like, LB and X is always going to be like some kind of fucking damage move. Whereas LBY, on certain things, it's going to be a parry. More often than not, it's going to be a parry or some kind of counterattack or something like that. RB and B, this is usually either going to be a buff or it's going to be some type of, like, unsheath attack. So there's consistent themes across the buttons. And once you pick up that, you're kind of like, oh, okay. Like, holding Y's infinite retribution here. For dual swords, it's going to be water sword, which is my one where I swing it all over the place. So there's a lot of things where the buttons are just consistent. So even when you're switching to a different weapon, like, yeah, you're going to have to learn what those moves do. I don't know if Path of 3 or Repercussion is better. Let's go test the damage real fast between these two moves. What about if you do it naked with just the... No, Jay, it doesn't work like that. One, Yasakanis aren't something you've ever been able to share via Revenant. Two, even if it did drop, it wouldn't drop a set Yasakani. Yasakanis roll randomly, so you know. I don't even think amulets are in that pool either. $14, $17, $22. Oh, that's really cool. So depending on... It's always going to be a two-hitter. But the bigger thing is it puts you into the stance. Oh. Let's play with stories or streams. So I am already pretty far into stories, so no episodes, because it would be competing with Black Desert. And we did a channel poll, and it was like something insane. Let me see. Yeah, I said, poll time, what would y'all rather want for episodes? Stories 3 or Crimson Desert? And 81% of the vote was for Crimson Desert. So I'm already recording Crimson Desert. Stories, I want to have a review at launch, so I'm still playing through it. And the current plan would be to have a review of stories that goes up at launch. And then I'll do a couple streams here and there, just like checking it out. After we're past the, like, you need to start a new save embargo, because I ain't starting a new fucking save in stories. What was I saying? But yeah, I will have Stories 3 coverage on the channel. It's just not going to be a giant Let's Play like it did last time. Which, to be fair, like, I don't think that many people... Like, Stories... One, it's turn-based. And then two, it's also more on the niche side. Like, I did preview footage of Stories 3 and it got 7,000 views. I did preview footage of Black Desert, or Crimson Desert, and it got 150,000 views. So it's like, you know, it's... Stories is one of those games where you either know you want it or you don't. There's no, like, you know, a lot of games... I think a good way to describe it is, like, a lot of games... You know, most people are waiting for reviews before getting the game. You know, Crimson Desert's a prime example. Nioh 3, I think a lot of people were like, am I still going to like it? But Stories is such a specific niche that, you know, you're either a Stories fan or you're not. Like, so I'm still going to have a review to talk about it at launch. But, like, anybody that's interested in Stories is probably already going to get it. So the review is mainly for people that are like... What is this? I've never seen this before. I mean, I've been putting in fucking time. I'm not gonna have Stories done for launch. This is embarrassing, bro. I'm at 110 hours played in Stories 3, and I only have 11 achievements. Because I just keep Every time I get in a zone, I'm like, well, we got to get every monster up to S rank. Well, we got it. We're gonna have to capture this and get it to. I need a rainbow egg. Until I have a rainbow egg, I can't move on. Which, like, people are already doing in the demo. So if you've played the demo, like, just take what you're doing in the demo and then add in more zones and more monsters. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm not, like, I was sitting there the other night working on it, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna finish this. Like, unless I just start, like, skipping the story completely. Like, it's fucking impossible. There's no way I'm gonna get done in time before launch. But like I said, it's you know, either you know you're gonna like stories or you're not. It's not even an ADD thing. It's like I mean, it's, you know, even just talking about like the demo and what the demo for stories offers, you know, anybody who's played the demo, you know, that gives you a pretty good idea of what the game is gonna be like. And so it's like, you know, you already know that it's the kind of game where it's gonna fucking consume lots of time. Hang on, I forgot how to do something. Hold X. Okay, that's what I gotta do. Who would have thought? Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's stories. You know what you're gonna get with stories. You're gonna get turn-based monster battles. You're gonna get hunting down fucking eggs. You're gonna get chasing fucking traits to min-max your monsters. Like, if you've played a stories game, you know what you're in for. Wait, what? Not the right description for this? Do we not have the Nioh description in there? Oh yeah, I do. What you talking about, Willis? I feel like we have an insane amount of L1 square skills. And on the other hand, there's a lack of L1 triangle. We were talking about that earlier. L1 triangle seems to be like, this is where your parry skills live. Never heard of stories? I mean, there's a demo on Steam, and you can play like the whole first zone, so I would... If you like turn-based games, you'll probably like stories. There's a fair amount, it's like turn-based with a fair amount of strategy, which is always nice. Good sir, could you stop? I don't play Switchblade enough to... I would need to just play with this weapon a bit. Like relearning a weapon and let's fight a super boss. Just got out of a bomb shelter? What the fuck? What are you over near Iran and shit? That's crazy. That was on purpose. I definitely let that hit me. I mean, it's surviving fine. Damn, only 15,000? That move is always... I feel like this should be so much stronger. Like the fact that you need to go between 5 stances and I had a versatility bonus. Like, that should be stronger, right? Fuck was that? Yeah, right? Like it's... I don't know. Like, it works, it kills stuff, but I feel like the damage isn't nearly strong enough here. What is by far the best Xenoblade? Nah, man. I'm Xenoblade 2 gang for life. Xenoblade 2 is like the only gacha game I've ever enjoyed. Just try a Sinister and fight a bunch of shit. Four Heavenly Kings? I mean, brother, you realize what level I am, right? I guess we could level sync it. Well, it shouldn't matter, though. I think Grace Shot's worth running over a new game? Yeah, couple. Inari is crazy strong. Ben's is pretty good. I don't know. Well, so the thing with level sync, I don't think it fucking matters because, like, well, I guess because we're what? We're 250, so yeah, we should for the lower missions. Here, I don't know if it matters. What is our level? What's our level at? We're 250, right? I have bad memory, yeah. I'm just sitting here eating fucking beef jerky. Yeah, the CEO thing is funny as fuck, to be honest. Like, obviously they don't like that shit. You fucking block too much, bro. Would you fucking quit it? God damn. Yeah, they fucking, they just block forever, it feels like. Benz and Rice, I don't... The great sets are only really good when you go up to the 7. What would you be looking to get? Oh shit. He hasn't, James. #1 fan never came back. Utopia? Y'all know I ain't playing that shit. Dude's so annoying. I think this is an Inari build. Yeah, it is. What the shit? Honestly, there's very few fast food. If I am like fucked up I'll do Taco Bell. I don't care what people say, man. You're drunk or high, Taco Bell hits different. McDonald's, the only thing I'll eat from McDonald's is their nuggets. Burger King is like, okay. Yeah, this is with level 6. What are you meowing at? I gotta remember the buttons for this. Why fucking stop blocking everything? Really thought you were black. I've actually gotten that like a surprising number of times. Which I don't think I really use like a lot of black vernacular, I guess. I think it's the voice. I think people aren't used to, you know, I feel there are not enough white guys with deep voices these days. And this is a range. It's the voice. I think you sound hollow, the horror guy. You sound like a normal American. That is 3 very distinct things. You have that jazz at midnight on the radio. Bro, I could 100% be a fucking radio host. Welcome back to 420 on your radio. This is Cowboy with Late Night Nioh. Tonight we're going to be putting on some smooth jams, looking at the Benzai 10 set, and possibly a combination with Veristrana. Does it slap or is it slop? Stay tuned and find out to this next track. I could do that shit, bro. It'd be so fucking easy. I could radio DJ forever. Yeah, Tafa's like practically needed for that mission just because they're dicks. But there are like, if you see, the thing is that's a boss farm mission. Like big tank actually, big tank fucks them up. Watch Big Tank. I think one of the funnier things is, because like, so the cowboy in my name, it comes from Cowboy Bebop, but people hear cowboy and then they assume like horseback and fucking cowboy hats and rednecks. And then, especially because I live in Nashville, everyone just assumes I'm like some fucking redneck that is like, yeah, yeehaw. I get that a lot, bro. Y'all want to say hi to Jack? Jack's an old man now. You old, ain't you, Jackie? You're an old kitty. Let's see, how old will Jack be this year? How old is my cat? Jackie is... Woo! He's gonna be turning 80 this year in human years. He's an old man. Yeah, you an old man, ain't you? He's like, yeah, now fucking give me food. I got Jack back in 2010. Quintessential cowboy without being the stereotype. But see, what, like, I guess the question is, what is your perception of a cowboy? See, because like throughout history, I think a lot of you hear cowboy and they think like loud, boisterous, which like that does track. I can't argue that. But like, weren't cowboys, they're bounty hunters? Or did they actually just wrangle cattle? I don't really know. I don't actually know the like dedicated history of cowboys. I don't know. Red Dead Redemption. I know, dude. So people were so upset when I bounced off that. They're like, cowboys, part of your fucking name. You have to like this. It's like, I don't. I'm not that kind of cowboy. I think, oh, dude, I remember all the way back, like back when I was a kid. So my uncle lived out in LA and we'd visit and shit. And we went to, hang on, wife's calling. It's like, hey, I need you to go to Publix and pick up this medication. I'm like, bruh, I just started a stream. Well, I was like, I'll get it when I'm done. She's like, well, are you gonna get it? I'm like, listen, they don't close till fucking 9 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock. I think I'll get there. Not watching Capcom, is that right now? Capcom Showcase. Let's see. They're gonna be doing Monster Hunter Stories 3. No, I ain't watching it, because I'm fucking playing it. Pragmata, I'm gonna play Pragmata, but I'd rather, like, that's so close, I'd rather just wait. Mega Man Duel Override, I know I'm not gonna play. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff that, you know, it's all stuff that I'm like either playing or about to play already. Alright, let's see how the dual blades work against this dickhead. Oh yeah, that'll work just fine. Come here. No, block. Block, you little bitch. Yeah, how does it feel? Bonk. Come here, Naito. Do you like fire? Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. I need key. Blah, blah. Bro, I haven't played Nioh. How long has it been? I feel like I'm really struggling on my fucking buttons. The last Nioh stream was February 22nd. No wonder That was how long ago was that? Oh, never mind. It was like a week and a half. I thought it was longer. Boop, boop, boop. Wait your turn, sir. Shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the spin to win machine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you're in trouble now, brother. Uh-oh, maybe I'm in trouble. Punch! I will heal. Just announced Pragmata is releasing a week earlier, bro. Don't tell me that. Fuck! I already got. When is fuck? How long do I got before I got to worry about that? Let's see. There's too many games already. Okay, actually, that's good because that's like mid-April. They're good. I can fuck with mid-April, and that'll give me a week to fuck around with it before the Diablo expansion. Not Baba Nobuhara. Ow, why are you hitting me, bro? I'm busy buffing. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ah! Yeah, I'm already recording Crimson Desert. No details. Alright, let's get we're getting too fucking sidetracked. We gotta go back to testing the builds. Bro, there's so much shit I have, like, so here's what my average night has been. Y'all want to hear how degenerate this shit is? So there are two like minor games I fuck with a lot outside of stream. One of them, as wild as it sounds, is a mobile game. It's like one of those like idle mobile games, but this one you can like actually tweak your build a bunch and shit. So it's like you set up the build and then see how much it fucks stuff up. The other is Magic Arena. But since I also am trying to get through Stories 3 for review, my average night, I'm like, get the kids to sleep, I'll get in bed at like 9:30 or 10. And I got my little mobile game on the side going through and doing those missions. I got my laptop right here and I'm doing fucking magic matches. And then on the TV, I have Stories 3 and I'm trying to progress through that. So the idea of like, hey, here's another game to cover. I'm like, bro, no, I have no time. Dude, it's so bad. I mean, the mobile game, that's like an idle thing. So that's mostly like I probably like in terms of actually playing it, maybe an hour a week I'll spend like tweaking out my build and shit. But usually it's just, you know, you go through the dailies and whatnot. There was a super chat. Oh, that's right. Hold up. I had those that kept fucking crashing, so I don't even have my notifications up. Let me try and reboot it. Hopefully it doesn't shit its pants today. If you had to choose your game of the year so far, what would it be? Also, still gotta watch Crimson Desert video if you can speak on it. Is it worth the hype? Or is it not it? So current game of the year Let me look at playlists. No, what's even been out? What's been out this year? Besides, I mean, obviously Nioh 3. What has come out this year so far? So it's been Nioh 3. I'm trying to think what I've covered. I mean, I don't think there's anything else. I'm pretty sure this is a shoe-in for Nioh 3. Yeah, Nioh 3 is like the only thing I've played this year, really. I mean, I did Soul Frame. That's early access and it's free to play. I did the Last Faith DLC. Yeah, so yeah, Nioh 3. There's no... I mean, I was just... Listen, man, I took my gummy. I'm a little high. I wanted to do my due diligence and be like, what else have I played this year? It's like the last weeks have been so fucking busy that I haven't had to, like, it doesn't feel like Nioh was back in January. Resident Evil 9 came out too, yeah. Anyway, it would be Nioh 3. Right now, it would be Nioh 3 would be my current game of the year. Based on what else is coming out, the only thing that will give Nioh 3 competition for me, this isn't even going to get nominated for Game of the Year. It is what it is. It's Nioh. I understand that. But the only other things this year that would potentially usurp Nioh for me is either going to end up being Crimson Desert or Phantom Blade Zero. That's probably it. I mean, there's a lot of good games coming out this year, but like I already know, I know what I fuck with, you know, and those two are games that I fuck with big time. I don't think Onimusha is going to be a game of the year for me. I liked it a lot. It was really good, but from what I got to play and just from the past Onimushas, it's a more narrative experience, and I'm okay with the narrative experience, but I like to branch out, you know? I don't need like a massive open world, but I do like to branch out. So like, that's what makes the Souls games so good, in my opinion. You know, like you look at Dark Souls 3, like, yeah, there's a key path you can follow through, but there's like lots of side areas. There's stuff to explore. There's like nooks to dig into. And I really like that. And, you know, I think from the preview, at least, of Onimusha, that it seems like it's going to be a lot closer to like the previous games where you're mostly on a linear path. I don't know. Maybe they've talked about it and said it's going to be open. Yeah, Crimson Desert is definitely going to hit the sandbox vibe. And then PBZ, I mean, just everything I've seen of PBZ looks fucking hype. And like the fact that it's got like Sekiro-ish parries, that's already like, honestly, Phantom Blade, man, that like, y'all know I don't let myself get hyped for fucking games, but PBZ looks like it's gonna be fucking good, dude. Like, hold up. For anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, let me pull up, what is that right now? Let me pull up the PBZ footage that I got that I'm able to share. And I just want to take a moment to talk about this. Once the display capture works, why are you lagging out? There we go. Like, bro, the fucking stabs, the weapon swap, it's got the combos, bro's fucking Sekiro parry. Look at the parries, dude. Hashtag ad. No, this is just me high as fuck, and we're talking about games we're looking forward to. Like, it feels like fucking Ninja Gaiden and Sekiro had a fucking baby, dude. Like the weapon swaps, the combos, the parries. Like I want to say there was like a crazy. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. The fucking watch this boss fight, dude. Fucking fighting her up on a rooftop. Just throwing fucking shot, right? It's big Sekiro vibes. And then there was like a different fight later. We go to this is Phantom Blade Zero. This is on the channel. This is the one that I was gonna go to China and play it, but I was like, man, that's just too fucking far. I'm still hyped as fuck for it. Look, he's fighting all this shit at once in the boss fight, and then they like they all come together into a big one. Like, dude, anyway, the game looks fucking sick, man. So, and like, what's crazy that video that only had like 56K views. A lot of people don't even know about it yet. Like, I think that game's gonna be a fucking banger. I think it's gonna be a banger and then some, man. I think Beast of Incarnation will be cool. I don't think it's gonna blow me away. I heard about, yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a Witcher DLC. I just don't. There hasn't been any fucking talk from CD Projekt Red. Fable 3? Fable will be good, but for different reasons. Like, I'm trying to think how to put it. So like there's big satisfying open worlds, and I can really enjoy that, you know, like Elden Ring, perfect example. Witcher 3, Crimson Desert looks like it'll be the next one, but like there's something about super high octane combat. Like, it's why I love Nioh so much. When you're fucking, you know, dude, when you are firing on all cylinders in Nioh, and you're fucking, you know, you're boom boom boom, and you're doom doom boom boom, and then you're fucking like like Nioh just it fucking, all the neurons get firing. Sekiro, when I'm fucking combo parry working in the weapon art, all the shit's firing. Armored Core, I'm fucking dashing in, shot, rocket over here, jump up, blast, all like. So while I love open world games, and in general I do think they're better, like I would say Elden Ring is an objectively better game than Armored Core 6. I love Armored Core 6, but I would say Elden Ring's just a better game than it. I think Elden Ring is a better game than Sekiro. You know, just in terms of like the overall experience and what it offers and all that stuff. But the combat in those other games, it hits different. It's like, you know, it's like the spicy neuron that starts fucking firing off. And so that's why they always do it for me. The Armored Core 6 was so fucking peak. It was. Now time has passed. Do you feel the way? 16? Yeah. I mean, I don't have it like, because it's not like much has really changed on that front. I like 16's combat, but I mean, that's the, you know, like I just said, that's the kind of shit I like. That stuff I like. If you give me a good fucking combat that's tight, I fuck with that on a really high level. What you want? Are you trying to get, what do you want, bud? Are you trying to get in my lap? You just meowing for pets? You probably want food. Old man's always hungry. Yeah, Kazan's combat just, oof, fucking hit. It hit so well. Yeah, like Onimusha, I think Onimusha will probably click for me like that. with the combat from what I got to play. I think Onimusha is going to click, but PBZ also looks like it's going to fucking click. Damn. Fucked up. What time's the Bandai announcement about their new game? I think it's going to be Sword Art Online. Like, what else does Bandai have in its IPs? A new Tales game? Yeah, I mean, it could be Tales. Bruh, this build is not tanky. He's fucking me up more than the bosses were. Fuck, no wonder why. Oh my god. I'm like, where are my moves? We swapped builds and unlearned everything. Again, I need to fucking update and save this. I'm like, why am I not doing my move? There's so many good games coming out this year though. Wildfire, Flux, Infinite Ready. Empty Stays. Let me try Blinding Edge. I usually like the counterattack, but I'm gonna put on Just Reprisal. Low stance. I was not doing that. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. It wasn't that. I'm playing Crimson Desert with a controller. Now let's try jumping back in here. Where to get the item to store? You just go to the blacksmith and you craft it. Damn. It doesn't say it's a counter, but that's definitely a counter. Which, since it's a counter, it should be on... I gotta stop fucking around. Whoa. I forgot how hard Nioh is when you're high. I'm gonna farm Yasakani and Divine with different graces. I'm only... I farm Divine only? You would need to... you would need to go to a lower difficulty, I believe. Let's go do some crucibles. How you getting off of this horse, brother? Oh, man. I can't get off the horse even if I wanted to. Yeah, how do you like that? Hang on, you're being stop that, bro. Why are you being so fucking annoying? Stop that, you too. Almost spinning. Fucking uppity ass crab. What the fuck? I should have just killed your ass. You're almost dead already. He kind of getting his ass worked over. I would say it's weaker than Inari, but it's viable. It's definitely, I mean, we did triple bosses with it. We're doing crucibles with it. I think it's fair to say it's viable. You're not gonna be one-shotting like Inari, but it works okay. Let's go. Pull this up. We're gonna try out the other build. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's missing? Is it Ibisu? And then that would have probably been Vice Ravana. What were shortcuts 1 and 2? Oh. I know what's going on. We kept the better soul cores. Did we? Ghost, Hellfire. Where's Hell Shock? Showcasing Onimusha. Fuck, I can't see it. Can't watch any Onimusha. I'll save it. Save myself for launch. It's so far away. I also have 4 self-control. Where is it even at? I don't see it live on their YouTube. There we go, I found it. Wait, is it done? Oh, 50 minutes ago, it's done. Y'all made it sound like I was missing something in real time. Summoning seals and poison. What, Jack? I ain't leaving this seat, bro. Untouched summoning seals, 11. Untouched summoning seals, 15. And then sacred water. Gooch. Untouched and consecutive. Maybe I do. Maybe I slap a warrior's honor on. Where is another crucible? Oh, God damn it. Those fucking spikes, bro. I'm gonna die. I gotta be more aggressive with the summons. Because it can't be a summoning build and then it's just not summoning. I need to be, those need to be my fucking primary damage dealer. Well, these guys are trash. I've heard good things about this. I want to try it. I had another Ibaraki. So we gotta have a four-coster. We have to. We gotta have a four-coster. And it doesn't matter who, but we have to have one. Because I need to be able to keep chucking a yokai out. Otherwise, this just doesn't make sense. What do you want, buddy? In your bed. I think this is the problem we ran into when we were looking at this last. Let's see if there's anything that I have only a single of. Blood Edge? Blood Edge, that's right. I farmed him up. Yeah, he might be good for this. I got a Gozuki, I got an Obsession. It's like, which Pokemon are duplicates? Is there any that are by themselves? I don't think so. Cats and Epon. Cats are... they are good for key damage. Fuck it. I'll try cats. Why not? Why not? Let's pull out the cats. The cats are coming. I was thinking about them being strong enough to kill. Maybe we bring the kitties out instead. Uh-oh. That hurt. Ah, shit. That was a good Ibaraki. It's mostly the vibes. Vibes of being a giant kitty cat. This ain't the right way. This is the way. I hate these things so much. Ah, shit. Turned into a snack. Ibaraki just killed him. Get him, cats. Go, kitties. I got more. Ah, shit. They do. I think they take too long. I think they're taking too long to really get the job done. That's what I said. I was like, I think you need like a 4 count. I did want to try out Blood Edge. You should really. Well, let me try out Blood Edge to compare it to Ibaraki, because I need a twofer, and I think Ibaraki is gonna win. Barry coming in with a bunch of gift memberships. Thank you for that. Go, Blood Edge, destroy him. So that did. Okay. I had to. Am I alive still? I had to pause it and grab a screenshot of the health. Did that even hit? Alright, so it took the no Peppo down to about half. Let's see if this kills it. Not even close. It was because of the animation he was in. Damn. Alright, so Ibaraki is nowhere near strong on that. Or nowhere near weak enough to lose to Blood Edge. Yeah, definitely the best. Paralyzed build? Probably not. It's pretty simple. You just use the paralyzed armor and whatever other set you want. I mean, even if it was an element resist case, the damage isn't high enough. Roki won't be Kasha. How's Kasha now? Kasha used to be pretty solid. I haven't tried her here. Kasha's usually good for clearing out trash as well, because she stays for a while. I mean, yeah, probably at some point. Bro, what is this damage? Bro, what did they do to Kasha? Well, that was honestly. Oh, what are you doing? All right, almost had a naked baby run on stream. I was like, what the fuck? The joys of working from home, right? You just straight stand in the doors like, Daddy, I need you to dry my hair. I'm like, the fuck, why are you naked? I took a bath. Okay, you don't come in the office naked. Parenthood is something else, bro. The craziest parenthood thing is still my son. He would, like, when we were going through potty training, you know, there's a period where you're the one that's wiping the ass. Is what it is. You're wiping someone else's ass, and it's your kid. And then, so even when we started potty training, he would he didn't want to do it because it's like, why do I gotta, y'all wipe it? Why do I gotta wipe it? And we're like, because that's your fucking job. It's not our job. So, you know, but leading up to that, bro, and given my kid he's fucking big for a kid. So he was taking some fucking grown man poops back when he was like 3 and 4. Just like the kind of dookies that I take. I'm like, where is this fucking kid fitting it? So this kid would take like the biggest shit, and then he just hops off the toilet, pushes his butt out like he's getting ready to do a booty squat or something, and he's just, I'm ready, come wet my butt. Like, dude, there was someday something just like snapped in my brain. And I was like, buddy, if you're cognizant enough to put your butt out and have it up in the air and you're ready for it to get wiped, you know how to pick up the fucking toilet paper and clean your own ass. Like, when you're a baby, yeah, sure. My man, if you're old enough to be like, I'm ready for my wipey, no. You're fucking wipe it yourself. You can piece together a sentence, you can wipe your own ass. Like, it's ridiculous. What about a Nenra? I mean, it was just, and he could. He just didn't want to. I mean, I get it. You grow up your whole life, someone wipes your ass for you, and suddenly you're told you gotta do it yourself. You're like, no. Oh, Nenra, did you just whiff everything? Bro, is he even hitting anybody? Oh, y'all are pissing me off. Stupid things. Bro, all the fucking Nioh 2 summons are like, bruh. Oh no, that's just fucking kill me now. Where's the exit? Yeah, I mean, that's trash. He doesn't track or anything. He goes like a fucking straight tornado. That is so bad. Kamitachi might work. Kamitachi was solid early on. I might as well bring 2 out at a time. We'll try Kamitachi out. We'll try out... Let's try Kamitachi and Gozuki. Those grow back. I hate these fucking things. Kind of a decent multi-hit. I really fucked up his key. Wind application's not bad either. It's not super high. Gozuki seems to do a decent job of like getting up on stuff and being annoying. That's actually a respectable amount of... Well, that was a good hit by him. I just want you to know I could have ended it, but I didn't, because I like testing. Oh shit, I did. God damn it, Jorogumo. Yeah, it felt like he was pumping some pretty good key damage. For sure. Thought that was... Because that's usually a more difficult fight, I feel. The Jorogumo fucked stuff up, but he was chunking some key. I didn't really see, how did Kamatachi do on the boss? Did it hurt her at all? I was kind of locked in just trying to survive. Like, which of these do y'all think perform better? Martial art versus melee damage? Martial art is when you, like, use a move. Like the bumper and X or the bumper and Y. Pretty decent. Let me keep Kamatachi. He did okay, nothing major. Gozuki. Okay. Well, we'll put Gozuki above him. Let's keep trying. I don't think Mezuki's gonna be that good. I need a... Or 2. I need a 4. I think Yasha's probably going to be the best choice, honestly. It's because Yasha has, I want to say, decent water application and decent damage. I already tried every build. What you say is the most fun? Probably the tank build, honestly. Just because you get to you're in the fight, you're smashing stuff. You're like, I'm not going down ever. I like that as a playstyle. Okay. I think I would put Gozuki above that. No tracking. That was a big whiff. I'm telling you, from what I played in the preview, you are underselling Crimson Desert's puzzles. Here, I will talk about 'cause this is all demo stuff. I can talk about my demo experience at Crimson Desert. So just in terms of puzzles I saw and encountered in Crimson Desert, mind you, none of these really have it. So the opening puzzle for the game, once you get into the abyss, you learn some like really basic stuff like tether, spin, and whatnot. The first like, what do you do? Real puzzle. You see a pillar and it has a thingy on it, and then you see a pillar and a standalone thingy, and then you see a bunch of shit below you. And so, you know, there's a ton of other shit around too, but the hope is that you look at the thingy and go, oh, okay, maybe I put the thingy on the pillar. So you do that. Then after the thingy's on the pillar, the floor opens up, and then on the floor there's these things that look like fucking computer CPUs. There's a vision you can get about like doing a force palm. So you got to take the CPU, put it on the thing, force palm it in, that empowers it, then climb up top, go to a thing that you need to climb up, and then force palm it after you climb it up. Now that puzzle's done. That's the first puzzle. The shoot the fire at the thing, that's not even a puzzle. That's just like a hidden thingy. The next puzzle I remember, there was this one where you have to... You're not going to know what's going on unless you use your lantern and see how the energy is flowing. And then you got to... It's like a series of switches. So it's like you punch the switch in and then two other switches go. You punch that one and two other ones go. But so you need to figure out what's the order you're going to press these to get all three back in. So that one, pretty simple, button sequence puzzle. Then there was like the super one, which was kind of like that, but it was like... I was watching Smashley do this one, so this one's more vague. But it was like there's 5 separate pillars, and they all raise and lower independently, and you got to get them all to line up. So you got to go to these things and turn them to get the pillars to line up. There's like no hints for that. It's just like you just see some pillars and then some things, and you got to figure out that you can shove your sword by doing the stab attack. You can stab your sword into this thing and use it like a lever to turn them and move things. Then there's the puzzle I got to play in the second part of the game. This one had everybody was fucking stuck. I got past it because I'm pretty sure I brute forced a second solution that's not what you're supposed to do. So it starts off and you're in this huge fucking area, and you're like pointing, like there's a laser that's shining at a thing, and that thing is open. So you're like, okay, what else do I do? And like I'm grabbing various lasers, I'm pointing them. I'm like, do I need to empower this or depower this? I'm like, I'm not sure. And finally, one of the guys at the event that works there, he's like, oh, he's like, you got to get all the lasers synced up. And I was like, huh? And then I look, bro, there's another laser way the fuck over there and one way the fuck over there, and they're both above me. So like, to put it in perspective, like, hang on, let me see where I could warp to even give a scale of this shit. This is probably going to be one of the best spots to show this. Okay, so where's the so let's say like this is actually pretty close to the distance. So like I'm right here, I see my laser, it's going over there, and I have like something that's a laser like right around here, or not that far, but something that's a laser like from here to like that building, and then one in the opposite direction. Okay, but I don't see anything to point them to. Meanwhile, up top, like up there, there's another level above me, and that had lasers I had to point. I didn't even see that shit. So I ran over, climbed up top, pointed that laser, pointed the other laser that was all over there. Finally, the middle thing empowered somehow. So the big thing in power, and I'm like, I think I can proceed maybe, but the thing is, it's a gap like this fucking distance, and I haven't created a bridge or anything. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I think there was probably some laser combination that would make a bridge. If there was, I don't fucking know. But I got the thing powered up, so I just started free climbing up the laser. I got as high as I fucking could. I jumped, and I basically glided across the entire crevice, and then with just barely enough stamina managed to climb back up the structure, and then I was able to proceed with the second part of the puzzle. But like, brother, that shit, like, almost everybody in the room that was trying to figure that out was like, where did we go? So of course I got it done, and I was just like, yes, if anybody needs help, I'm over here. But like, dude, these puzzles, you're just like looking all over at shit. There were a lot of little puzzles too, like at the time where it's like strong boxes that you could open, but then it has like, you know, when you move the first 1, 2, and 3 move, when you press the second 2 and 4 moves, when you press the third 1 and 3 move, and when you press 4 only 4 moves. So you like, you know, you're like, okay, well, let me do this one first to move that, and then I'll do this, and so you're figuring out like what order you're pressing. So there's a couple of those, but then like the bigger puzzles, those ones, they fucking will get you. They will get you. I mean, the abyss type puzzles that we did, those were all accompanied by like main story progression shit. Outcomes and desert controls is a contextual button that feels confusing. So like the one that comes to mind the most is the double jump. It's like, so with the double jump, like if I'm on the ground like right now and I hit it, I'm gonna get the double jump. But if you were to like in Nioh, if I jump off a roof and then I hit jump again, I'm gonna double jump every time. You know, it's that second jump in the air. I don't care if I'm starting at ground or I'm skydiving, I'm getting a second jump. You know, that's how it is in most games. But instead in Crimson Desert, if once you're already in the air, glide shares a button with jump. So when you're already in elevation, if you hit X or A or whatever it was a second time, your character starts gliding. So I was like, you know, I had double jump brain, and I would jump off of stuff getting ready to double jump, and instead I would just start gliding down, and I'm like, whoa, no, that's not what I wanted to do. So it's like, it's learning those instances where it's like, you know, your button does one thing under one circumstance and one thing under another. Yasha, what do you got for us? Respectable damage and a pathetic amount of water. What the fuck was that? Ooh, brother. Brother, what's that? How is it doing like nothing? Combat feel polished. I mean, it's not tight enough. Like, yes, but like, I don't know. Because like when we're talking, like, it's the thing is, it's like an action game, you know. But to me, when I think something is like polished in terms of combat, I like to think, you know, Nioh, is on. To me, that's like, oh, this combat is polished. Like a game could have good combat, but I don't put it in the like, fuck yeah, that's tight. AC Valhalla on steroids. I mean, the world is definitely Valhalla sized. It's just Valhalla felt like you were using a fucking checklist. Because this does not feel like I'm going down a checklist. Man, the water buildup on that. Why is it so bad? Fear the collectathon? What do you mean though? Like, what do you? So, because here's the thing that I like that was different, you know. So when you think of Assassin's Creed, and even to a lesser extent, Ghosts of Tsushima has a little bit of this as well. It's very activity based. So, you know, you have like your bases that you'll take, your things you're gonna climb, your pets or world activities, and then you have like your side missions. But like each zone kind of has like your ABCs or something, if you will. And from what I played in Crimson Desert, the only thing that reminds me of that would, I guess, be the zones that come under attack. Because like bandits will try and take an area over, and that will impede trade flow or something. And so you like can kill the bandits, and you'll raise your relationship with like the people in that area that were trading. I think that ties into the camp stuff, but I didn't get to mess with that. But I do know like you could on the map you could like see trade routes and shit and be like, oh, this area is impacted, and you could go and just fuck dudes up and be like, all right, yeah, now it's not. So like that's gonna be fairly common, I think. But beyond that, I mean, dude, the activities, like, so there's bounties all over the fucking place. Like I was picking up bounty things left and right, just going through the town, and then you could look at the map and see where the bounty is and like chase them down and fucking, you know, throw them on your back, Red Dead style, and bring them back in. You had like specific quests you could do. Like I had one guy in the town just at the smith, and the smith was just like, oh, I need you to get me ore. So, you know, very MMO type quests, right? But I could go out, get ore for him. While I'm there, I farmed up some ore for myself, came in, you know, turned that into the guy. That's gonna like raise the reputation with them. And then I ended up upgrading my weapons a little bit in the process because I had extra ore. And like, I'm not sure if I get the relationship up to like max, if he gives like discounts or better loot or something, but like there is a relationship meter, and that increased drastically by doing a quest with that guy. So there's some type of system going on there where it's like, you know, oh, you know, blacksmith has a quest, I'm gonna fucking do that blacksmith's quest. But like the shit I was finding in the world was way more random. Like I stumbled onto an archery contest. I was climbing the mountain near an archery contest, and there was like some dude that was fucking hanging off the cliff, and I had to pull him up, and he's like, I saw a treasure chest and almost fucking died trying to get it. And then I went down the cliff and I found a treasure chest and like some weapons and shit, and was like, that's mine now. And then I'd be like wandering somewhere, I'd see bandits attacking people, kill the bandits, loot their shit up, start wandering back. There'd be like somebody in the road that approached me and hands me a fucking piece of paper, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Bandit, what token? What is this for? Is this like a thieves guild type thing? Like there's just, and so two things. One, I'm not sure how much of this is preset events and how much of it is dynamic. You know, like I don't know if you know, everyone that jumps in the game, like, you know, oh, you're all also gonna do, you know, your first bounty is gonna be, you know, Jimmy, Timmy, and Ron, and do the blacksmith quest, or if that shit's gonna change. between like, you know, you got a notification to help the blacksmith. Oh, he had the butcher needed help. So like that's one thing. It's like how are the quests? Because like there was shit that I was encountering that other people didn't encounter, and vice versa. Like I know a lot of people got up to like they were doing some goblin camp thing and fought a goblin boss. I don't know if you just had to follow the storyline, but like I didn't see that. But I was talking about some other shit, and they were like, "Oh, what? Where was that?" And like, so we're just, you know, compared to Assassin's Creed or even Tsushima, where it's like, you know, oh, you're gonna go to the base and clear the base. Then you're gonna want to go over here, do your masters. Your master quests are good. That's for weapons. You gotta go do that. Okay, now we're gonna find the little guys. That gives us an extra skill point. You know, instead of having that checklist, it's like the way the world was presenting you with activities was very fucking organic. Like, I don't know how else to really describe it. It was just like, there was just stuff to do. And like, keep in mind, not everything, and in fact, very few things were like some grand quest, you know? It wasn't like this person is going to have you slay a dragon and this person needs an escort or something. Like some of them were menial. Like, hey, if you can you help me? I need ore. Will you get ore for me? And you're like, I gotta upgrade my shit. I can do that real fast. So the people that have said it has an MMO tendency, it does. It definitely does in that regard. Because like not every quest is, you know, kill the dragon, become the champion of the universe. Like there's a lot of, you know, MMO type quests, like the, you know, help the butcher out or help the blacksmith out. But like knowing that there's a relationship there, and I'm like, does that mean I unlock shit? Like, you know, I don't know. I think about like honestly, a single player World of Warcraft probably would have been pretty fucking cool if like leveling was smoothed out and shit, and like gear economy, like just that vibe of like really getting immersed in a world and you're like helping people and slowly becoming stronger. Like that's a cool vibe, man. And that's definitely kind of, you know, whereas with like even Elden Ring, for example, you know, I had your follow the grace, you know, follow the grace. I'm working up. I'm going to kill God. I'm going to kill these bosses. I still felt like I had a central mission. Like there was a very clear campaign that was marked. And maybe if I just beelined that, it would have felt more like those games, but there was like so much just side shit going on that like I basically did like I think 1 or 2 missions of the main story, and then I was just fucked off and explored. I was just like, what's this over here? What's that over there? And like it was good exploration. I was finding some cool shit, man. Some cool shit. So yeah, I'm really hopeful that it has that same vibe throughout. And now y'all are making me want to get off stream and go play more Crimson Desert. Yeah, like if you think the exploration Dragon's Dogma 2, but add in more organic quests, like quests that just seem very context dependent that you could stumble upon, kind of like that. It's like fantasy Red Dead Redemption 2, but set for current gen consoles. Kind of, yeah. Like, I mean, I didn't fuck with Red Dead, but like the amount of shit you can do in Red Dead, like you got your main mission, but you could also go around robbing people and fucking rob banks and get in shootouts and hunt. And it's like you can do all that shit. So I think this might just be my Red Dead moment, you know? Everyone else got that experience with Red Dead Redemption, and I just did not fucking enjoy the southern shootouts. They just you just take that and you make it a fucking medieval fantasy game, and I'm like, nut, best thing ever. I love it. Man, fucking, why are these, bro, why are these soul cores so dookie? Why? Yasha used to be like a really fucking good soul core. Magatsu's gotta get it done. Magatsu warrior, he's consistent. Itsumade, we tested Itsumade. I want to say it was not good. What do? You slash? Oh, whoa. That actually looks really fucking good. Let's pull you out. Ibaraki is very good, but we don't... I'm trying to find the best pair for Ibaraki. Because that's the most important. I mean, you're gonna do a summoning build. You gotta have the definitive, like, listen, we tested the summons. This is who you want. Let's see. That's a decent amount of ice. That seemed good. Let's see it against something stronger. That's an instant water apply, bro. Damn, she might be a fucking winner. And it's a fucking huge AoE. They're weak to water, but still, I'm thinking about the fact that it's really like, because this one I want to be, I have a summon that's my damage summon, my I'm here to fuck stuff up summon, and then I got the one that is like, I'm here to kill all the trash. And for like killing multiple enemies, I mean, water application, especially as wide as that is. Only thing is, it is on the slower side. The raw damage doesn't seem like it's the best. Damn, if you catch them in the center though, then it really hurts Ki. Magatsu ain't that good. It tracks well. It seems like it's really good against the big guys, yeah. The multi-hit of that is Pretty impressive. I do like that she does water. I definitely am liking her more than Magatsu at the very least. Multi-hit on bigs and good water application. And how many is she? And she's 8? Bro, that's crazy. She's out damaging most of the force. Let's try Ubume. Ubume is usually like a fucking key bomb. Yeah, the fact that she's 8, well, given I'm buffed, this would typically be 4. But for this build, she'll be 8. 8 Surara Onas. That might be pretty fucking hard to beat. Let's try Itsumade again. I want to say he was on the disappointing side. Yeah, the 8 does, the 8 is a pretty fucking big thing. I think it might be over already. But maybe the key damage on Yuki is up there. And we'll retest what's his face too. Damn. All that shit and all bro did was 1,000 damage. I am fucking death destroyer of worlds. Here comes my pain. Fucking same damage I do with 2 katana hits. I think you need to really, you would have to have him in a corner for this one to be good. Yeah. Maybe we ain't big enough. Oh, what? Bro, it only does 2 ticks? Weak. So weak. What's up, man? Alright, Ubume, what else? Sentry. I'll try it, but it would need to hit so fucking hard, dude. One-eyed Oni, is he the drop kick? It's gonna do the punch. I don't think that punch is gonna be very strong, but I'll also try it. Yeah, I was hoping it would be like instant key destruction. The fire tornado, dude, so bad. So bad. It has almost no tracking. It just, you summon him and he just like shoves one forward. It missed almost every time we used it. I think there is some tech with Utsumade and water pods. They drop several yokai zones in one spot and nuke it. Alright, Sentry is straight trash. It's okay. Not nearly strong enough. Well, they were like, wait, is he gonna hit us? Those enemies are so fucking dumb. That's so funny. They just sit there and then this guy's like, you think I'm gonna beat your ass. Man, did I really drink both of those teas? Fucking green tea is so good, bro. So good. I'm gonna drink another one and then I'm gonna have to pee like 8 times. Enki, no. Bakagani, no. And Ippon used to be the GOAT. We're gonna see if he still has it at all. Tengu is mid. Skeleton Warrior. Ninja Yoki we tried, was just okay. Let me try Gaki Chief. Tara still kind of got it. That was half the fucking health of that thing. And there's some decent. I think this guy is. Oh, I can whiff though. You really gotta like toss it out and then get on them. Almost 5,000. Damn, whatever, it hit the new Peppo real hard. Yeah, I don't know what happened there that it was like, actually, I'm gonna do all the damage. No, I jumped. Ow, rude. I'm dead. Oh, she stopped breakdancing. Jumped from behind and got ninja bonus. Might have been it. How do you get review copies of games? Spend many years reviewing games and then reach out and request review copies. Like anything else, you know, we gotta spend time in the field and build up reputation and go from there. What does the Thorn Gaki do? Max something in the face? Looks like it's the same as a normal Gaki. Yeah, it is. Minoshi Nyodo. He just slams his staff. I'll try it. Didn't somebody have us try the wasps out? I wonder if they do poison though. Probably. Let's check them. This is a Kuzuryu summoning seal poison build. I have the skills that give me more. Damn, it's not strong enough to... Oh no, poison this one. Pretty good. I think it takes too long for how much it's doing. They're getting the butt stab bonus. That's not worth it at all. Yeah, this is a good ninja and good samurai build at the same time. Let's see, what do we still got? Nozuchi. So what is Nozuchi? What's a Yagyo soldier? Oh, horseman? Why not? Try horseman. And Nozuchi is a 10. Just rolls over on stuff. You're also a 6. We'll try those two. And then we'll revisit Raiju and we'll make our decision. With the buckaroo. Thank you. Not good against littles. It bounces right off them. Decent tracking. I'll make either of these make the cut. I feel like if I was fighting something big enough, that would actually be really good. But I don't think either of those make the cut. Level 177 Ninja struggling with the last Crucible mid-boss. I'm not doing enough damage. Any help with Ninja Gear Weapon 2? Last Crucible mid-boss? Last Crucible mid-boss. What is the name of this boss? I don't remember the last Crucible having a mid-boss. Well, I mean, Death Veil's a gauntlet, so I don't think he's talking about that. Because if he's struggling with the gauntlet, you just don't belong in that Crucible yet, frankly. Yeah, if you can't get through through that level, you ain't gonna be ready for Hiroko. Hiroko gonna be like, what you doing? See you fucking around down there. But no. Yeah, before just announced the new season with a clan with Doom. Warlock's supposed to be coming up with the expansion, I thought. I was playing it in D4. Not D4, D2. Haven't had enough time. I really want to play more of it, but like I said, it's already fucking 3 games simultaneously at that time, so that's not happening at the moment. Come, my icy queen. God, dude. See, the fact that she gets good water application, that's huge to me. Because that's just easier confusion. Raiju. See, the problem with Raiju is it's lightning. Oh, that's cheeks. Fucking end me now, bro. Put me out of my misery. Indie game? What indie game? Oh, I don't get it. What is this? Neck is moving. Model number. I'll do that later. It is called Slayer Legend. Game's got some layers. But I do recommend if you're gonna play it. I am mostly a free player, but there's a like an ad-free pack you can get. I want to say it was like $8 or something. I'm booting it up right now. Because like each day in the shop you can get 3 weapon summons, 3 accessory summons, and 3 skill card summons. Usually you would have to watch an ad for those. So if you get the ad-free pack, every day is free. And it's not just like one summon, it's like 11 weapons being summoned. 11, so it's like, that's worth it. And then there's also, under their like goods tab, if you have the ad-free pack, it's like an extra 500 diamonds and 100 emeralds every day. So just for like all the shit that you can get for free with the ad-free pack, I was like, yep, I'm fucking getting it. But I'm pretty far up there. I'm up to level 1240. It's crazy, bro. It's like you can see it probably. Let me see if I can. It's just a little fucking, your dude he just zips across the screen, fucking just killing shit endlessly. It's very like isekai-ish. Like there's just over exaggerated particle effects and shit, but like there's a ton of fucking skills. So like I have, when I'm fighting, there's a build for fighting bosses in the game. There's a build for farming in the game. There's like this, there's tech you can do. So there's like one spell in the game called Rage. Let me just fucking pull it up and read some of this shit. Because like for a fucking mobile game, this shit has some depth. So the way Rage works is increase total attack for 10 seconds as HP decreases, and you get 2.4% attack for every 1% HP you're missing. And you don't have any HP recovery while the effect is active. So what people figured out you could do is your accessory that you have on, accessory increases HP. So like where I'm at, I'm far enough to have this crazy increases HP by 29,238,900%, you know? So like an insane amount. So what people discovered you could do is it's called rage swapping. And like right at the start of a match, you basically put on like the basic starter necklace that gives you like 100 health. You go into a match, you activate rage, you then swap to your real necklace, so your health bar goes from this to like this, and since you're suddenly missing 99% of your health, your character just like he instantly gets that entire rage buff. So there's like, on bosses you'll utilize that to like drastically ramp up your attack. And then there's this move called Rave that you unlock in like the mid game. And the way it works is when you initiate Rave, it records all your damage dealt over the next like 10 seconds and then you press the button again, and it sets off like 80% of that damage as like a nuke, basically. And so, if you have the right buffs, like for where I'm at in the game, and I've been playing it probably like fucking, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 months now. Like it's right before a boss is almost about to be dead, and there's multiple builds or multiple spells that'll all line up. So like right when the boss is about to get dead, Rage is already active, so 2.4% attack per 1% missing HP. So that's I am probably down around 95%. So Rage is giving me a 230% attack increase. I have something called Wrath of Gods, which after 20 seconds in battle, that goes up for 5 seconds. That procs, giving me an extra 675% attack. I have this thing called Strong Current, which increases attack speed by 420% for 6 seconds. And that also lines up in the cooldown. So what'll happen is, like, right before I'm about to pop Rave, like, all of those cooldowns will line up. And so I'll get my attack speed boost, Wrath of Gods goes up, ramping my attack power, and then I hit Rave to start recording. And so for like 6 seconds, my character is going into fucking hyperdrive, just like, bah, 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 just hitting so many fucking attacks, they're not even being animated on the screen. And then he detonates it with this big fucking nuke that goes off. Hold up, let me, I gotta show y'all some of this shit, because it looks so fucking crazy. Let me find, there's a whole Discord server for the game. Half the people in the server are dicks. But let me find Rage Rave, just so y'all can, because like for a mobile game perspective, this is like, what the fuck is going on? Who would it be under? Probably in the beginner guide. Rage Rave. Here we go. Rage Rave. Video for boss fights, for equipping. Yeah, we're definitely not playing the fucking music with it. That's gonna get copyright claimed. All right, so like watch this shit, dude. And this is like, this guy's level 2000. This motherfucker's been playing so much longer than me. But so like he's putting on his shit accessory. He's putting on the level 1 class. He's going into the boss. Rage goes up, he pops his shit. So you can see where his health is at. It's just that little tiny sliver of fucking blue. And he's you know, fighting the boss, he's getting some damage in. These are like passives and attacks that are building up. He's popped that, that's going up. And you're probably like, the blue is the timer. The red is how much health the boss still has. And then in like, here we go, Wrath of Gods just went up. This just went up. And now he's fucking popping out every one of his attacks. Fast as fuck attacking. Here's Rave. Rave's about to go off. And then just do. So like, even though it's a mobile game, like, there's enough. I mean, it's like, I don't know. You just have fucking, you're putting together these crazy moves and then like timing that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this. It's got more depth than I would expect out of a mobile game. All right, so I think we are good though. We're gonna go, not you, nope, not Ipandatara. Ibaraki Doji. I think Doji is usually my right slot. Let me swap them around. There's a couple that for a while I dicked around with one of those like mob battler games. I got it while I was on when we were on Florida in vacation. We'd be like driving all over the place, so I just had something to dick around with while we were in the car. One of those ones where it like spits out little people and you fight in lanes. I played that for a little bit. That one doesn't really doesn't hold my attention as long. So what do we want to put on Surana Ona? Spirit Force bonus, reduced movement on Omyo hit. That could be good. Spirit Force bonus when the enemy is saturated. Basically, sloth. What would we want on this? I have no clue what Bandai is supposed to reveal. Not really using that much Omyo. Maybe... yeah, I didn't like the Hote Grace. I don't know. What would we put on this? Just melee damage? Guardian Spirit skill? It is another sword art. I called it. With Tonfa's martial art key wouldn't be a bad choice. Let's see how it does. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna fight the bosses, the big bosses with it. Big whiffs. Ah, shit. So she kind of fell short there. She was doing good, but we could have killed her when we were using Gozuki. Gozuki would have gotten that kill. I think he would have. They're good Yasakani farm early mid game. Honestly, I wouldn't bother farming. I would just play. I know that sounds very like, what do you mean? But like, the thing is, you're gonna... So, farming really doesn't make sense until you're already max level. Because like, you want the gear to be at least 160, ideally 170. And you're gonna need to have a shit ton of plus values. So, you know, farming up lower tier gear that you're then gonna have to spend a ton of gold leveling up just really isn't worth it. So, I would suggest you just play through New Game Plus, slowly building a set, and then that way when you're up to the high level, you can then focus on like, all right, let me make my grace set. Because before then it's just, you know, like whatever you get, you know, something you get in Act 1 or Act 2, you're not going to have at the end of Act 3 probably anyway. So it's like, why invest your time early on? You know, I could spend 20 hours farming up a monster in the first zone in Monster Hunter Stories, and in the case of something like Dread Queen Rathian, I might take that shit all the way into the endgame. But like, there's not a weapon I'm gonna get in the first zone of Nioh that I'm still gonna be using that specific weapon when I'm like end of New Game Plus. Yeah. Red, I don't know if it is. I thought it was guaranteed, but there are some other people reporting that they didn't get one. But the last theory I had was that it's not that it's guaranteed on that fight, but that there's like a pity timer. Like I think by the time you kill that boss, you'll probably have a Yasakani. And if you don't, that boss will probably drop the Yasakani. No, I'm saying that I've had people tell me that they didn't get Yasakanis off the fish guy. I thought it was guaranteed, but I've had people be like, I didn't get them. I mean, it is possible that people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about and they killed the wrong boss. But I'm just sharing what people have said to me. Because when I got him, I was like, oh, that's fucking really weird, you know? What are the chances that this boss drops double Yasakanis? Like, that's insane probability. And a lot of people were like, I got it. And then lately I've seen some people that were like, I didn't get it. So, I don't know. Either way, I don't think it's worth farming Yasakani before that point, regardless. Because, like, I mean, what are you're gonna save 1 point on your Tadanashi set while you're level 180? Like, who fucking cares? Just, you're not gonna fully farm out, or at least most people wouldn't fully farm out a Grace set and combine it to make a build like I have right now at lower levels. I feel like, you know, your typical Nioh player kind of understands that loop. So Gozuki would have won that again, but I was playing with my dual blades. So let me do one more. See if she can pull back. Y'all are so fucking annoying. Oh my god. I've never wanted to kill a video game enemy as much as those fucking things. They are the fucking worst. Why were they designed? Like, whoever made these things, you know, they got in a fight with their fucking spouse the night before. They came into work and they were just like, you know, I want others to feel pain the way I do. I'm gonna make this thing so fucking obnoxious. It just shouts at you, little key blast, it doesn't even really hurt that bad, but it's the most annoying fucking thing you'll ever experience. Oh my god! Did I just not get it done with her? Why is it Dookie? What's happening? What happened? Bro, I feel like she was so good, and now all of a sudden, she's just like, oh, I forgot how to fucking walk. I'm sorry. Like, is Gozuki just that much better at Jorogumo? Am I just really high and I'm fucking up inputs? Like, what's happening here? Like, bro, that looks like it fucks. Bro, you can't convince me that's not fucking good. I don't know what happened before. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Oh my god, dude. I was fucking her up too. And then I got grabbed. More the merrier summoning. I don't even have fucking amplification, bro. Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think because Jorogumo is, she's weaker in her ass, the you know, the spider sack, and I think Gozuki, because he like circles around the boss, I think because Gozuki circles around the boss, he's hitting that egg sack, because he's, you know, if this is the boss, he's like boom, boom, boom. I think he's just getting into her eggs. Let me go fight something that's not them. Was the fist talisman? I wouldn't, that stuff's all a fucking bug, bro. That stuff is all a bug. I ain't fucking with any of that. Nope. Damn. You know, it's a cool play style. I don't think it's strong enough. It's unfortunate, but I don't think it's strong enough, man. Because, like, if you think about it, compared to most builds where we get, like, a really crazy bonus, like, we're getting untouched summoning seals here. So, our damage is primarily going to be our summons. And for boss farming, at least, I don't think Ibaraki is doing enough damage to be a primary damage source. I like Ibaraki. But, like, you know, in this case, she is she's our Inari one-shot. She's our max versatility stacks. I don't think she's comparable to that shit. As unfortunate as it is. Still a cool build. I might still record this one just to be like, you know, this ain't as strong, but it's fun to mess around with. I mean, there was also the Perma-confusion build. That sucks for bosses. And then Pure Ninja, which was very mid in terms of damage. I think I'll probably upload the versatility build. And I think that would be it. I mean, I guess I could do one video just taking a look at, like, all the other builds. The mid-tiers. Just call it that. The mid-tiers. Auto... What is this class again? That, yeah. Living artifact possible. I want to say no. How about the lilac set? Yeah, no, it's shit. It's shit. I have it. I think I still have it all. Let's see how much of it I got rid of. Fukuro, oh, I was using Fukuro Fuju, I guess. So we have an attack bonus constitution at B. This is basically my tank build, but with Fukuro, it's my tank build, but it uses unmatched warrior. So, couple things with this. This is trash, trash, trash. This one seems really good, seems really cool. Unfortunately, it's trash. Let me show you why it is trash. Get fire on you, please. Alright, so now we got fire up. We got water up. We got wind up. Oh, just kidding. Dark Realm, it's all gone. And that's why this build sucks. Because on a surface level, you're like, I'm gonna have permanent water and poison and lightning. He's never gonna fight back. I'm gonna have all the elements. It sounds so cool. And it is, and then they just Dark Realm and purge all the debuffs off. Heard it's good if you use weakness slot to vigorate. No, it's trash. It's trash. It's extremely niche. And the problem is any boss that you would really farm, like the demons, Hiriko, you know, anything in that category is going to go Dark Realm. Now, if you're going to fight something that's not Dark Realm, yeah, you'll keep it permanently confused. You know, like doing it in a like. Hold up, let me just check some moves, and then we'll do a Crucible with it. Like, I feel like this would probably fuck really well in Crucibles. These dual swords ain't even. I ain't even got dual sword skills, bruh. What are you spec'd for right now? Adachi, bro? No one's using an Adachi. What do we even have? Lightning, wind, and water. Okay. I need Rajin lightning. Wind in the mid stance. Wind Dragon's water. Didn't I have a wind thing? So we got LBX and low stance is water, hold Y is lightning, and then Y after quick attack is wind. Okay. Third region Crucible. There's a walkthrough, Bo. Just go watch the walkthrough. Go watch that walkthrough. It'll teach you. Plus it covers all the loot and shit. Where the fuck is Hiriko? I want fucking fire. Fuck is that? Oh, I probably had versatility on. Walkthrough is not going to be as hard. I mean, well, but see, early New Game Plus ain't the same as New Game Plus with full grace builds. Like, I'm gonna... Fuck it. What Crucible? What Crucible? Because I'm not gonna do the whole Crucible. You run through shit. That's what... I think it sounds like you're doing New Game Plus wrong. I suppose this could be good for crucibling, because Jiragumo couldn't purge. Last region, the second one. I got stuck in the fight in New Game Plus. Samurai and the fish guy could not beat them back to back, because you're not supposed to fight them back to back. You skipped all of Mibu Temple. You're supposed to just fight the fish guy. You need to go do this. You have not done this. That's why you have to fight them back to back. Find Kato the best ninja set? Or elemental, yeah. I think ninja kind of falls off a little bit in late New Game Plus. Because this is like a pure ninja build. This has arts proficiency with the Koken, and then ninjutsu damage, and then elemental damage. I'd probably have to... The returns you get going to 99 and 99 really aren't there. I'd probably go like... It's not even really worth it. How would I spec this? It's an extra 600 life, 36 key. See, 200 Omeo. What's weird is like so on paper, it looks like a lot. You know, ninjutsu going from 432 to 600 and Omeo going from 413 to 611. But like, you know, like you look at that Omeo power and you're like, yo, that's like, that's like a 50% loss, but it's not a 50% loss. It's like, people were testing the numbers. It's closer to like a 10% loss. And that's the problem with like pure magic, pure Omeo, is the damage early on, it's fucking crazy good, but then it just kind of falls off. So it is a unfortunate situation. Flying Kato, Tragic Hero, and Iga Yonin. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't try it with Tragic Hero. But I mean, I don't know. I liked Ninja a lot through New Game. I liked it pushing through early New Game Plus. Honestly, I think Ninja is better for progression through the game. I don't think it's all that good for bossing. Cannon axe bro set? Probably not. I usually don't fuck with the ranged weapon sets. They don't really do it for me. Like compared to how efficient a Ben's build or my Inari build would kill a boss, the raw ninjutsu it don't keep up. Like, I mean, it'll kill, it's just not... It ain't gonna kill the same way the others would. It's just not there. Like, it'll die, but the other builds would have killed it already. And I wouldn't have felt like I was defying fate, staying alive. Seven Inari, 5 Vice. What does Vice? What does Vice? 5 Vice. 6 Martial Arts. I think Kato's better than that for your ninja. Just mathematically speaking, you know, if you're playing Inari, elemental damage is your big thing. 6% martial arts versus 10% pure elemental. I feel like Master of Illusion is going to be better for you. And then on the other side of it, for your martial arts setups, again. Let me go. What is my Vice Ravana? So you're getting 5 P. So the big takeaways here are 4% damage taken and 6 martial arts. I mean, 2 piece of that is fucking 15% martial arts. This is 8% martial arts. And then you can have a thick tank piece. You can either pick up damage taken with a second Warrior of the East or 10% damage while attacking. I would replace your Vice Ravana. Sinister 5. Dude, I was trying the Sinister set and I wasn't particularly impressed. I think I still have it. Yeah. Status ailment. That doesn't seem that good. I mean, it would be this compared to the Kato gear, really. How do I... Show me the fucking Kato here. So we're looking at, assuming you're using Shadow Arts, 10 element, an additional 10 element, and 15% on that ninjutsu charge, versus 15% accumulation. I guess nullifying negative effects and Spirit Charge and Crucible could be nice. But I feel like I would prefer, I mean, that's 10% more raw elemental damage, which that's getting added into your elemental weapon damage and elemental weapon damage calculation. I feel like it's just math. Ethereal gear ain't in the game yet. There's a Nioh 3, not Nioh 2. Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap up here, though. I gotta go pick up the medicine for the wife. I will possibly, I'll possibly be doing peak later. It just depends. I'm gonna touch base with some folks. Yeah, that 3-piece is huge. And it's medium gear. So you get you can slot it in here and you can still hit A toughness if you go heavier on your other pieces. A toughness, Inari, all that martial arts, fucking nasty. And they nerfed, even after nerfing it, let's see. I don't think I've played this. I know it's not as high as it was. It's still like almost one-shot stuff. But they did nerf it a little bit. Let's see if I remember everything. Okay. So we're three-shotting instead of confused. Ethereal? You don't have ethereal gear, bro. You have divine gear. Ethereal gear does not exist in Nioh 3 yet. No, you bitch! Oh, I missed my opportunity. People have cheated to get some. Probably. Wait, are people able to cheat in ethereal gear already, though? Like, I would assume it's not even coded into the fucking game yet. Some more like it, baby. Boom. We got 75K. If I hit him from behind right there, I think I still could have hit a 98,000. I think I could have. I think I could have been big pumps. Yeah, so Nari, the Inari build I uploaded still fucking slaps. People were like, it got nerfed. I'm like, bro, it still, it fucking obliterates bosses still. Is there a buff? Nope. Nope, it's just input fuckery, that's all. The game is registering the I'm just not holding it, I guess, enough. It's post-nerf, yeah. Yeah, Nari is still pretty cracked. Anyway, wrapping up. I'm gonna get those meds. I will possibly catch y'all later tonight, though.